is Madam Web? Am I supposed to know who this is? That's not what they were trying to do. They did not, that was not the mission, the goal here. Generic intro and the That Goes Moo here, back with another Nostalgia Group video, and today we're doing Madam Web, which is actually not that old of a movie or an episode by Nostalgia Group. It's actually 6 days old at the time of recording this. A lot of people are saying that I should do this one since the last video I did was Wish, and I'm not really sure why that is, because these movies do not seem like they're similar at all. Apparently Madam Web has something to do with Spider-Man, and I haven't seen any Spider-Man movies since the Tobey Maguire movies, so I'm not sure how this is going to tie into that. I also haven't seen Venom or anything like that, and of course I haven't seen Wish. I haven't seen most Disney movies ever. You can check out my reaction to Wish. I'll leave it right up there. Also, the link down below in the description. Also in a place on my channel with all the Nostalgia Group reactions. Go to chronological order if you binge watch to all of those, and everything that happened in that episode. And some people liked it, some people don't like it, don't like it. That's not English, but I really hope you're having a wonderful day. Hopefully I can make it just tiny little bit better. But yeah, no, this is Madam Web. I know this came out recently. I think Moist Critical did like a I think he did a video on this, talking about that it wasn't good or something like that. I'm not really sure. Or maybe he just mentioned it in another video. I'm not really sure, but I'm going into this completely blind. But I do read our comments, leave them down below, and that's how I knew to pick this video. So let me know what the next video should be. I do read our comments, leave them down below. Also, shout out to the patrons. Could not do this if it was not for them. $3 a month to get you all my reaction videos a day early, and none of this would be possible wasn't for them. But let's go ahead and jump into Madam Web. All right. Madam Web. I want to say this is a Spider-Man movie that doesn't have Spider-Man in it. Just like what? Is Spider-Man in the Venom movies? Also, she's definitely from 50 Shades of Grey. Wait, how many are there?
Executive meeting, my place, stat.
What, is this like a fever dream or something?
Daniel, why did you call us to your home
Daniel.
at 6 a.m. in the morning?
I had a dream about my death. As a producer,
You called us here for a dream?
when I was put in charge of Sony's Cinematic Spider-Man division, I aimed to make our movies a success.
And you have. Your Venom movies are hits.
Is
Your
this
idea to fix the Spider-Man movies by removing Spider-Man
is this
paid
lip
off.
sync
I had a
off?
premonition it's going to fail.
Impossible. The internet is thrilled for our next big hit. Morbius.
Yes, all of the
Morbius?
comments are saying it's the most movie of the year.
What does
The
that
most
mean?
But
movie?
it's all over
Haven't
the
seen
place,
it.
so it must be good.
I am concerned about our next production, Madam Web. It's going to be a disaster.
How could it be? Our executive meddling is all over it as usual.
Exactly. People are catching
Is it
up.
just him that's
Constant
lip sync is
interference
off?
leading to awkward editing and acting. Desperately placed product placements. Even the star of the movie will throw us under the bus.
Don't worry, Daniel. We have a failsafe. We just
What?
redub people's lines when they're not looking at the camera.
It disguises all our rushed rewrites
That
and
is-
nobody ever catches on.
That is
I'm just afraid we're gonna abuse it and it's going to catch up with us.
Look, Daniel. The Spider-Man
Little
villains are some of the
twist.
most popular and iconic villains ever.
That's why it
Is
makes sense
Madam
to
Web
focus
a
on the ones
Spider-Man
the general
villain?
public know very
who
well.
is Madam Web?
They see what we can
Am I
do
supposed to
with
know who
Madam
this
Web.
is?
Imagine how they're gonna react when we do something with bigger characters.
Like White Rabbit, the Big Wheel, or Stegron, the Dinosaur Man.
Big
I
Wheel?
have to break character to see if those are actual villains or not.
There might be. Madam Web's a
They
villain?
are. Okay.
I'm telling you, we need to stop it.
Look, if we know it's garbage, we'll just lean into it.
Yeah, just like our backup plan for if Morbius bombs. We'll just release it again.
What do you
Didn't
mean?
they think
Patsy?
Morbius
Release
was
it
supposed
on
to be like
Valentine's
good or
Day,
something?
Like what Fox did with Deadpool.
So couples will say, hey, wouldn't it be ironic if we saw that?
Because nothing says I love you
But
more than
didn't
making it
Deadpool
clear
talk about that
I ironically love things.
on Valentine's
Maybe
Day?
you're right. Maybe I am over-exaggerating. Just promise me Sony isn't gonna screw this up.
Trust me, Daniel. We have the utmost confidence in this. We're pushing Craven
Is
back
it-
a third time.
Craven. Is it?
See?
Oh man. And also the Sony with Helldivers 2.
Hello.
Okay,
I'm
he's
the
synced up now,
nostalgia
thank God.
guy. Remember, so you don't have to.
I've also noticed
Say,
that
What day is it?
Nostalgia Group videos are always
Damn
synced
right.
up a little bit differently than other videos. Usually I have to like adjust it in my editing software because I'm able to do that. That's why I
Yes,
record on
everyone has
Xbox.
mocked the recent
Why is
blockbuster Madam Web, the latest in Sony's attempt to make Spider-Man's most seen and passing characters big hits. I guess in order to get another good Spider-Verse movie, we have to put up with a few of these a year for some
Just
reason.
make Spider-Verse
As I
movies.
mentioned
Actually,
before, I'm not the biggest fan of
actually,
these
maybe
movies.
not.
Now, granted, I am one
Because
of the few
then
that get
Spider-Verse might be
past
like this.
Morbius because I don't think the intent was to be great, but rather an entertaining throwback
Hey,
to the
that's,
early 2000s, and quite frankly, it did entertain me.
He's
However, I think was
he's-
originally
he's a
intended
Doctor
to be
Who
taken
character, but he's
seriously,
also-
failed spectacularly
Damon?
at it, but it is really fun how bad it is. From the minute this awful line was said in the trailer,
He was in the Amazon with my mom when she was researching spiders right before she died.
the internet has been obsessed with hating on this movie. That line is pretty much the whole film. Every sentence
It's
is
just
awkwardly
spiders?
constructed. Every delivery bizarrely off. Every edit feeling like it was passed from editor to editor in an attempt to make it flow better, resulting in it being
Chop,
choppier
yeah.
and more disjointed. Where there was an
More
almost
people
bonkers
involved.
sincerity to Morbius, this film has had its humanity chiseled away in an attempt to set up more sequels and cinematic
hopefully I don't have to
universes
blur
that,
anything.
let's face it, are basically on their way out. How bad is it? Even its main star, who acted in 3 50 Shades of Grey movies,
she is.
confessed in her press tour, this is the film she's embarrassed to be in.
I probably will never do anything like it again. Decisions are being made
Dakota
by
Johnson,
committees,
that's her
and
name.
art does not do well when it's made by committee. Audiences are extremely smart, and executives have started to believe that they're not. Audiences will always be able to sniff out bull.
Really?
Good answer.
Good answer.
On the one hand, it is kind of harsh to sabotage a film you're in that has a lot of people still trying to make careers. But on the other hand, if there's any film to do it with, it's Madam Web.
I mean,
This is
maybe
the
it's a
kind of garbage
warning
that just
to
makes
other
me laugh
actors.
so hard. And I am so excited to share it with you today.
Why are there 4 of
Dive
them?
into the why, how, and of
The
Madam
huh?
Web.
That's every video for me.
You know, I'll just call it. If you make a 100-year logo for your studio, you are gonna have the worst year.
Well,
The film
yeah,
opens in
maybe.
the Amazon in 1973, where
73.
73 does not have that trailer line that was memed so much. But fear not, there's a ton of other people that don't talk right.
I agreed to provide security for you because I thought you were close to finding the spider.
The peptides
He sounds
in the
like
spider
AI.
venom supercharge their cellular structure.
This is Katana. She's got my back. Her sword traps the souls of its victims.
Yeah, get used to that. Just about
Like
every line
the
is
second
forced
DC
exposition.
movie I
It
ever
is a
saw.
laugh riot.
Spider can give superhuman strength like las arañas.
Spider people who run across the treetops and punish evil men with their black poison touch.
It's like when you find something in a video game that pauses everything
It's
to
just
give
like-
you random backstory.
Oh,
Except it's
yeah.
incredibly natural dialogue.
It's trying our best to keep me from working.
This is Constance, played by Carrie Bashy, and
And that's her
Ezekiel,
mom.
played by Tahar Rahim, looking for an advanced species of spider.
I found the spider. Oh, isn't she beautiful?
Wow,
it
you
looks
captured
angry.
an effect from 2002. But mind-boggling shots are made.
Oh, wait,
and I
he
forgot,
wants
I'm
the
talking about
spider?
this weird zooming in and zooming out shit that isn't anywhere else in the rest of the movie.
Why is it here? Oh.
She's shot by Ezekiel, but thankfully a tribe made up of
Uh,
Harry Potter CGI nobles takes her to a cave where a spider bites her to help her give birth.
She will come back when she needs answers. And when she does, I will be here for her.
Okay.
Or you can just tell whoever you give her to her backstory. Say, who are you going to give her to anyway?
Yeah.
She's grown up now and in New York.
Yeah, okay, well, we
We
just
took
skipped
those
a
gaps
lot there.
ourselves.
2003.
Oh,
Blockbuster,
video. Movies
of
say,
course.
when I see that, I travel through time. I recognize things that don't exist anymore. This is fun.
Uh-huh.
Ben, what are you even doing back there?
What are you doing? Clearly not acting. The baby grows up into Cassandra Webb, played by Dakota Johnson.
Cassandra
I'll
Webb.
try to give the benefit of the doubt that there must be something I've seen her in that she's alright. She's apparently in all these movies, and while I don't remember her standing
21
out
Jump
being
Street,
good in
never
them,
seen.
I guess I don't remember her
Beastly.
standing out being
What?
bad in them either.
Social Network, I've seen that
maybe
one.
There's some hidden talent I'm just not seeing.
Saw that one in theaters.
Man, between this and the 50 Shades franchise,
Are you pressing the burgers?
she
I like to keep my options open, you know? I might sleep in. I might go to the museum. I might walk the dog.
needs a Spencer bad.
Spencer. What is Spencer?
Adam Scott
I've never
plays
heard of
Ben
it.
Parker. Yes.
Ben Parker?
And no, it doesn't
Uncle
really
Ben?
tie into anything. And he's one of the few actors who isn't a total train wreck in this, but again, the script has very little to offer anyone.
I'm glad I caught you before you headed back out. She's gonna be okay.
What was the budget for this?
Who?
The soda candy can't open. Who do you think? And why is she so annoyed by that comment?
Why
To
can't
drive
she-
an ambulance in the hopes the hospital will kill the patients when they arrive? Oh, Cassandra also has trouble receiving gifts from the offspring of patients.
Why?
This film's tackling the hardest parts of working in the medical field.
Take it. Just take it.
Take it. Take it.
Yeesh, now I'm wishing Mom died just so I could avoid that awkward moment.
Oh no.
Even the scripts and the fortune cookies are unfinished.
Apparently, I have no future.
There's no
Oh.
apparently about it.
Gross 77 million.
Shots this film was about to
Hey,
bombard
I
us
think
with.
the budget was a
For
lot
some
more
reason,
than
this
that.
film throws in a ton of spinning cameras in every other scene.
God, it's like me playing Portal 2
I get it,
again.
Because spiders walk upside down and The villain does it like once, maybe? It's like shooting all Spider-Man in a pulmonary valve because the Green Goblin once said, "The heart!"
All right, I'm gonna cut your seatbelt, and when I do, you're gonna fall, and my partner Ben is gonna help you out on that side, okay?
You're gonna fall?
It's gonna catch you as you fall, or not. You know, as we established, we don't like helping people. Get it!
Okay, bye.
Falls into the water and has a near-death experience where she sees... Well, to be fair, this takes place in 2003. The effects might as well look like they're that old. She suddenly relives events that are about to happen, almost as if going through a fit of
Wait,
deja
how
vu,
did she
except she can
get
change
there?
the outcome,
Did she swim there?
with the exception of constantly reminding you it is.
Did he jump in the water? He looks dry.
I just want to go home and watch Idol.
And watch Idol.
Say I have to before Simon becomes a melting candle of Ron Perlman from Beauty and the Beast. Meanwhile, Ezekiel meets up with a lady at the opera and he invites her over to his place. He has a dream, though, of being kissed by the Spider Women, who ultimately end up killing him, which he believes is a premonition for how he's gonna die.
Spider Women.
Dream? It's not a dream.
And as you may have noticed, he is horribly ADR'd.
They're teenagers now, but in the future, they
ADR'd?
have powers.
He sounds less like he's just talking in a room and more like he's performing ASMR without knowing he's supposed to whisper into the microphone.
I came from nothing, less than nothing. I will not give up everything I've built.
I will now make some
Wait, he has a spider in his hand. Do they want the spider? Wait, no, he's...
Why aren't you relaxed?
He's the guy that betrayed
Figuring out which of these lines he said
her
on
mother.
set, which ones were in a recording booth.
You tried to stop them.
Said.
You have no idea of the torment,
Booth.
torture. Was it worth the trouble?
Said.
As long
Also,
as
is
it
it
has
the
the
same
ability
spider?
to find those
Booth.
women now.
Every time he talks, it's like an open memory of every bad dub I've heard in something else.
I'm not gonna sit back and let it happen. I will find them and kill them first.
What a story, Mark.
Tommy Wiseau.
Her just by touching her arm, as she has access to technology that can help him find his future killers.
It's a good thing you had no idea today was the day you were going to die.
Why would you do
Those
this?
are words that a writer thought people say. I mean,
They
come on,
don't.
they even use the trademark of amazing dialogue.
Well, as you know, the protocol
Is it
no
even worth bringing up how lame this line is anymore? Bad writers are still going to use it.
What?
Instead of me once again saying if the character knows, then why are you saying it? Let's add it to the ever-growing list of bad films.
Could
that
she just not open
coincidentally always
cans?
use this line.
As you know.
As everyone knows.
As you know. As you know. As you all know. As you may know.
As you may know.
As you know.
There's a lot of clips here that I don't know.
Cassandra's forced to go to a baby shower where she gives the one delivery I find believable in this.
Wait, she's from We're the
To play
Millers.
some baby shower games.
I am the worst at baby shower games. I've been to 2 baby showers.
I legit believe she does not want to be there. Maybe because the actress made it clear she does not want to be there.
My mother actually died in childbirth. She chose to be like way deep in the Amazon for the last month of her pregnancy.
Oh my god, can there even be a baby shower without exposition?
No.
This film is making a Neil Breen script look like a Stanley Kubrick epic.
You guys are ice cold.
Ben's been shot!
That's it.
No, once again, she's reliving a
Uncle
moment
Ben.
that just happened, and she isn't quite sure why.
You okay?
Yeah, I just got a weird sense of deja vu.
I have a feeling I've already been in a terrible franchise. Later at an emergency at a firework factory, she has a vision
A
that one of her
firework
coworkers
factory?
is gonna die if he drives the ambulance. As you can see, she goes from disinterested to cautiously disinterested.
Come on, O'Neill. Come on.
Oh.
Yeah, she sounds really torn up.
Come on. Come back. O'Neill, come on.
Oh, if only I had my emotion Pepsi product to hold
Why-
on to.
why
If
does
Pepsi
she-
was a person, he'd be stalking her.
There's nowhere to hide.
That's the idea.
Speaking of which, Ezekiel uses his random woman who's suddenly here to use the
Does
new
she- is she
technology
just
to
always
find his
there?
future killers. She CGIs the women from his dream as one
How?
can do, and de-ages
How do you
them
do
to find
that?
out. How about that? They're all coincidentally in New York City.
She still couldn't find out who Batman is.
Teenagers.
And they will try to destroy me. Find them. I pay you a fortune.
Now here's Mr. Black.
Meanwhile,
What?
Cassandra watches A Christmas Carol in summer. For some reason, everything else she does in this I can excuse, but that's a psycho right there.
I mean-
And she starts to believe she can truly see and alter the future. Christ, even birds rather kill themselves than be in Madam Web.
Good lord.
But she's able to go back and open up the window.
And
Guess
save
he
the
did
bird.
Die after all.
I mean,
And if you think I'm condescending,
birds don't necessarily dive to get a window.
I'm just repeating what the movie said.
Guess he didn't die after all.
This
Uh-huh.
movie for babies will return after nap time.
Aw.
Which, if you're watching this, you are already in.
Oh, wow.
Ezekiel locates the 3 girls named Julia, Anya, and Maddie, and they try to avoid death while riding the subway, or as New Yorkers call it, riding the subway.
That did not look like the subway I rode just a couple months ago in New York City.
Whoa, you better do something. Oh, you need to see it again. Okay, now you better do something. Okay.
Nope, still does nothing.
Go. Okay, now you have to do something. Would you want this woman to save your life? She doesn't like helping people. She has no reaction to suffering, and she waits until after you're dead to finally do something.
Even though she can see the future.
She can't open soda cans. I still don't know what's up with that.
Get off. You're gonna die if you stay here.
She finally tells the three girls their lives are in danger as Ezekiel becomes spider spawn to try and kill him.
Is this Venom?
I get it. An unborn Peter Parker gets the idea for his costume in the womb of his mother who never saw this guy. No, I can't even stretch a joke out of that. It's too dumb.
Oh, well, I mean, he's not Venom because Venom is
She helps them escape
like
and steals a cap despite them not
symbiote.
knowing if they can trust her.
Anyone who wants to leave can leave. Okay. Sorry, no, you can't. This is still not a kidnapping, okay?
By
You
the
sure?
way, I'm starting a fair.
He's
Hey folks, we're
starting
starting
a fair.
YouTube members.
That's funny.
If you want access to emojis, polls, behind-the-scene videos, and other perks, check out and see if
That's
you want
funny.
to become a member. And I'll be playing Final
He's still playing Final
Fantasy
Fantasy
VII on
VII?
Twitch.
How
I've
long
played
did it
the
take to
Final
go through
Fantasy
that
before,
game?
so I'm excited to see what they're like. Hope to see you there.
Oh, they stream less often now?
Cassandra takes the girls to the forest as they quickly
Oh,
put
yeah,
together.
that
They
New
all
York
know
City
each
has.
other in one way or another.
There's plenty
and
of.
I'm trying to figure out why.
You don't think this is weird that we know you?
I didn't ask to be doing this with you, and I didn't ask for this to happen to me either.
Every scene sounds like it's gonna end with the director shouting at a bullhorn, "Seriously, did anyone read their lines?" Cassandra abandons them. You'll find she does that quite a lot in this movie to find some answers.
Be like a Girl Scout girl.
I don't
Like that.
think Girl Scouts
Cassie.
camp, do they?
Every line is delivered like a Karen, having a mental breakdown, but poorly disguising that she's having a mental breakdown.
Can we trust you? Don't do dumb things.
Wow. There's Stockholm Syndrome, and then there's Gothenburg, Lund, Malmö. Pretty much every major city in Sweden syndrome.
Sweden. Okay.
There's no way to track you now. Why do they need a supercomputer to find her? Ezekiel could literally shout out the window, "Hey, Cassandra!" and she show up with the three girls and a bullet ready for each one.
Research on Amazon.
Oh, it's like, yeah, no, this is exactly what you're looking for,
We
right?
already know that the spiders gave both her and Ezekiel powers, and seeing how nothing is stuck to her hands throughout the entire film, I think we can put together how this joke is gonna go.
So she thinks that she's Spider-Man.
No, I just have a spider's ability to see into the future. But wait, what if I forgot this was 2003?
So what, she gets Spidey sense?
Stewart.
Thank you. I got confused and thought this was medieval times.
Martha Stewart.
They decide to go to a 4-star diner in a 1-star movie, and I know we've been kidnapped, but those boys
Makes
are
5 stars.
cute.
We should go over there and talk to them. Should we?
No.
Maybe we can't.
Maybe they can dial 911 for us.
Yeah, whatever you guys are arguing about, I'm sure you're both making really good points.
I love how they try to give these girls personality, but it's basically just one lazy trait per character, and the traits only get lazier as it goes down the line. Julia has trouble making choices. Anya has smart stuff sometimes. And Maddie, eats a lot.
Bring us some sandwiches. We should get dessert. Who's got the jerky? You ate it all. Keep it coming. You also ate all mine.
Yeah, she really looks like she stuffs her face every second she gets. I believe Daria and Jane's all pizza diet more than I do her metabolism.
Who?
Possible sighting in Churchill, New Jersey.
Ezekiel
Churchill,
finds
New
their location.
Jersey.
Hey, take your shoes off. They just vacuumed the city. And he makes his way there at the same time Cassandra does.
Oh, well.
Do a barrel roll.
Do a barrel. And there was that,
This
the
is
villain
television, or
rotating
what
camera
could
thing.
happen?
This track is going to be huge. Are you in the zone? This is Britney Spears.
You know, why don't you just
2003.
have someone randomly walk up and smack you in the face saying, "It's 2003!"
Yeah, literally.
Okay, I'm sorry. I have to dance.
Yeah, not sure what my thoughts are on being abducted, rescued, hiding from a killer, or dancing at a table. My motivations
Why is
are
nobody
shaky.
else paying attention to this? What is...
Don't even pretend that you're cooler than Brittany. I know you know the word.
Wait, if the DJ said it's not a hit yet,
Did Brittany
why
have
don't you
this
know
kind
the
of stranglehold?
words? Oh, that's just 2003 clever for you.
Oh!
To kill them, but Cassandra runs them over. Oh no, her skateboard. That was important to leave in.
Oh, so the
They recreate the
taxi's
exact same
fine.
driving shots from earlier.
But I'm
He's
guessing-
standing in the exact same spots.
I'm guessing he doesn't
They
get
shot this
Spidey
movie
sense?
today.
So much for not needing a babysitter. Do you guys think of anybody but yourselves?
I'm so sorry.
You should be so sorry.
You are the worst victims of abduction. I refuse
Yeah,
to
exactly.
hand to the police. Why are they with her?
I mean, if he has money and stuff like that, but...
None of them have parents.
My mom's in a psych ward. She didn't really cope well after my dad left. My parents aren't around either.
My dad got deported. My mom died when I was 5.
I don't even have a mom. Neither do we.
She leaves him again to go back to the
I'm gonna make you real sad if I try to name the characters that were in that.
Drunk gives a more poorly dubbed exposition.
In the future, I've become much more. In the future, they will destroy me.
Refer to me by the name Betty.
No one survives.
What was that, Kung Pao? Oh, such a good video.
His voice sounds like a Captain Planet villain.
Tell me where they are.
I shall destroy the Planeteers, avenge loot and plunder, and not separate recyclables. She returns, does the service of teaching CPR, but it's in this film, so nobody's gonna see it, and proceeds to abandon them once more.
I'll be back as soon as I can. Thank you, Ben.
Okay, I no longer believe this is a kidnapping because a kidnapper will look after them more. She makes her way to the Amazon where the tribe
is changed.
Their wardrobe.
Yeah, I guess they're no longer wearing. Yeah, that.
He looks silly and tries to explain her past.
His motives were selfish.
It's been what,
He used
20-some
your mom
years?
to find us, but because he stole the spider, he was cursed.
Saying that line as he was entering the cave, his voice only has an echo.
He used your mom to find us, but because he stole the spider.
Did they really think
Did they just stop talking?
Understand the idea of editing, so they put in an echo mid-line? Like I dream a genie just teleported them there while they were talking.
Yeah.
He used your mom to
Like,
find
did we
us,
just like
but
skip
because
that,
he
or
stole the spider,
like
he was cursed.
did just cut everything else out until just then?
Why did you hate me so much?
Why is it so mean?
And hey, we don't want to repeat the same tired Spider-Man phrase audiences are sick of. We respect you too much for that. So let's give them something really new, really challenging, a brand new point of view that'll turn everything you know about Spider-Man's universe on its head.
When you take on the responsibility, great power will come.
Oh my, they really just reworded it like that.
You know, I just get an image of all the writers on this movie. I mean, just
they
dozens
thought
of
they
them.
were
They're all
so
wearing
clever.
lab coats, and they're looking at this
Lab
chalkboard
coats.
of that famous phrase, and they're just thinking for hours, for days on end. They're not even writing the rest of the movie, and that clearly shows they're just looking at this one phrase, and they're thinking to themselves, man, how do we create something as grand and important and simple as that, but we like just completely offer something brand new, just a completely new spin that will just blow everybody's minds, and they're all thinking for days and days, weeks and weeks, years. They're trying to figure this out, and then just one crazy writer in the back. They all call him Crazy Larry. That's his name. And just everybody, nobody pays attention to him. He's just nuts. He just suddenly gets an idea. Tells everybody to shut up.
Let's change the words around.
Wait a minute. Look, do you see what I see? What if we just
swap the words around? Explodes.
Ezekiel finds the girls again.
Every day that goes by, my appointment with death gets closer.
After that, I lived like a young prince in all the capitals of Europe. Oh, Europe! Yes, Europe.
Just as Ben's sister is giving birth, so they all had to make their way to the hospital.
There's just random Leonardo DiCaprio.
How's he going in an ambulance?
And in, kind of a cool moment, she saves him again. Jesus, both the taxi and
Why'd he jump
can't
into
pick
it?
this guy up, but somehow 3 girls dressed like toothpaste mascots can?
It's full of explosives and it's structurally unsound.
They make their way back to the firework factory because she thinks a place filled with high explosives is the perfect spot to keep them safe.
Put them in as many crates as you can.
Yeah, no, that'd be bad.
It's a distraction against Ezekiel.
How convenient that he came from that side where they're sending it all off.
But Ezekiel manages to corner them.
You still can't beat me with your mind.
You're just like your mother. Work shed.
And yeah, we know that line
And he
was so
just-
mind-blowing. We're
Somehow
gonna
he
let you hear
knows
it
that
again.
that's
And when you take on the responsibility, great power will come.
I'm a bigger fan of with bad writing. No viewers will watch.
But here's the thing, people have to like
Ends up
the
saving the
fact that
day.
it didn't even like
Pepsi,
go to box
obviously.
office. It's not even like anything that has to do with the movie. It's like people weren't even
Honestly,
enticed
at
to
this point,
check
I'm
it
surprised
out.
Cassandra didn't turn to this character. Between
Pepsi
2003
Man.
and 2004, I just assumed all the world was owned by Pepsi and All-Star.
I'm not breathing.
Converse.
My heart's not beating.
Oh, if only there was a scene shot earlier that could benefit us here. Wait, that's it. My broken skateboard. Let me go get it. Cassandra is brought back, but she's blind and paralyzed.
What?
And it literally doesn't affect her at all.
Are you all immediate family?
Yes, they're all mine.
I don't know, maybe it does affect her, but with her acting, this is how she shows being traumatized. And naturally, the baby of Ben's sister is born.
Oh.
Perfect. Let's call
it's
him
Ben's sister.
Flash Thompson.
Flash. Spider? No?
What was with the focus?
Yeah, what was with the focus?
Oh, because he's gonna be Spider-Man, and that kind of looks like a web. Okay.
Wait,
the strikers
that's supposed to
don't
be
get started.
Spider-Man?
I can blame studio interference for most of this, but some of this is just bad directing.
We got takeout. We didn't
Kung
know.
Pao chicken is perfect.
Time passes, and Cassandra adopts the three girls, getting better at
okay.
predicting the future, including when they steal footage from other Spider-Man movies.
Oh, and
Can you see us in the future?
Yes.
I predict
she
about
could
a
just
commercial's
see the
worth of
future?
false advertising that people will think is most of the movie. Oh, and what's the secret
Did they
behind
even show
all
those
the
scenes?
coincidences they were building up? The absent parents, them all seeing each other beforehand, the forces bringing them together. What's it all amounting to?
nice one. Nice.
Not a damn thing. It's almost like the script was so bad it became sentient and tried to warn us nothing written in me makes sense.
And you know
Or do people
about the future.
do people actually pay
It hasn't
attention
happened
to
yet.
like
Nor
critic reviews?
will it.
6 day. Oh.
Madam Web, and by seeing this
77
movie,
million in 6
I
days.
feel like I know less. This
And they
is a
have some
pure train wreck,
actors
but I
in
will
here,
admit, it
like
is a
people I've
hilarious
seen
train
before.
wreck. With the exception of Scott, and I guess the actress who played Maddie was okay. All the acting is humorously stilted, the editing intriguingly sloppy, and the writing spectacularly insulting. It feels like a film covered in so many studio post-it notes you can't make out the script anymore. But it's done to such an extreme. I'm sorry, I find it really entertaining. I guess
What?
people would maybe find it more dull than amusing, but to me, this truly is a so bad it's good film. There's something
That's
about a
not
movie
what they were
brutally
trying to
beaten
do.
Down by statistics
They did
and
not. That was
analytics
not
that's
the mission,
supposed
the
to
goal
come
here.
across as an emotional roller coaster that just cracks me the hell up. It's not everyone's type of bad, but it's my type of bad, and it brings me such joy. I don't wish ill will on any of these actors or the director. I'm sure they're gonna turn out good stuff in the future. But we'll always remember a time when they had to jump over this laugh out loud hurdle that was Madam Web.
They also reused the shot. Oh
I'm a
wow.
nostalgia critic, and
There's the
good luck, Craven.
Craven the Hunter. Who are you? Who are you? Who's Craven?
When you take on the responsibility, a great hour will
I
come.
don't even know what that is down there. It's probably a
Continuing
CoffeeZilla video.
cameos for charity, and this month we're doing Kids
Tim-
Cancer Foundation.
Oh.
This is a 501 nonprofit charity founded in 2001.
Oh, Double Toasted.
whose
No idea
mission
who that
to
is.
Provide hope and support to local children and families battling childhood cancer. They accomplish this by providing compassionate, easily accessible,
That's pretty good
supportive
cause.
care services. These are really great people who do really great things. So, if you want a cameo from
Definitely
me,
worth
saying
getting a
happy
cameo. I've
birthday
gotten
or
2
good
of
luck
them.
or whatever,
He
click
can
on
also
the link
roast
below
you,
and get
and
into
he's
a good
great at that.
If you're like, screw you, I don't want a cameo from you, well, consider giving to this organization anyway. Whatever you decide, give them a look and do your best to show your support.
Good cause. That Madam Web. It was a movie. First viewing. Oh God. I've done like what 1 or 2 first viewings. Let me know what the next video should be. I think Nostalgia Critic is going to upload a video today. I think this one. Oh no, it's going to hit 7 days old. Like the moment it goes. Like the day time was posted. I think they posted like 6 o'clock or something, 6 p.m. or something like that. I think is what it is. Usually while I'm live streaming on Wednesday because I record these on Wednesdays. So I'm not sure what the next video is going to be. My Nostalgia Critic. I do read all our comments. So let me know what the next one should be. If you see one that you agree with, definitely like it as a way to like show me that that's what you want to see. Last week was Wish. Oh man, what would you rather watch? If you had to watch either Wish or Madam Web, which one would it be? That's a question. That's a question. I don't know. I do not know which one I would pick if I had to pick between Wish or Madam Web. I could see both sides. I could see why somebody would watch Wish, like if they like musicals or something like that. If that's more of your thing, then for sure. I would probably watch Madam Web over Wish. If I had to guess, just because, like I said, I'm not a musical guy. I didn't grow up watching Disney or anything like that. Like, I don't know Disney princesses or anything like that. So that's why I wouldn't watch that one. But mostly just because it's a musical. But this was Madam Web. Yeah, also Whiplash, portrayed by Nostalgia Critic. Whiplash is one of my favorite movies of all time. I love that movie. I don't think he's done a video on it, unless that's a teaser and he's going to drop that today. If he drops that video today, it doesn't matter what the comments say. The next video will be Whiplash. But I really hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully it made your day a tiny little better. But until next video, take care and keep the music.